see a progress of myself better.
Awesome, awesome. I really like that. So good. That's really nice. Yesterday's email from Shiva was really interesting for me. It really boosted my. I had a good sleep with that email.
Yeah,
What
thank
was
you.
that?
It was just that Shiva was. He just thanked me and he said that he has finished the chapters and I feel he feels good about it. So that was something because he was going. He was a bit getting delayed. So, but he kept on his commitment and that's really great. So thank you very much, Shiva. So we have
Thank you so
our
much.
new person, Mr. Srijit. How are you doing? Mr. Srijit.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Are you able
Oh,
to get me?
we all can hear you loud and clear. How are you doing, Srijit?
Yeah, fine. Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning. So, Srijit, how was your experience last week?
Yeah, it was great. It's like initially I had a bit problem because I didn't have the time to get analyze your full of your video, and I had a bit of doubt also. For the first couple of days, I had a bit problem. Then I sent you the mail and you clarified my doubt. Then it was after that it's going great, and even I'm applying it on my means professional books of medical also. So
Mm.
I am getting to see the difference also. Means the only best thing that I can see by reading with the left hand and that tapping technique is that I'm able to concentrate more.
Mm.
Previously it was like that. I wasn't able to concentrate. Uh, my mind used to get diverted. So from this time, this left hand technique and all, it's great.
Awesome, awesome. Can you switch on your camera for us?
Yeah, sure. I'm not able to. Uh,
Okay. Can you just tell me what's your current reading speed now?
yeah, last night I had made of 760
Wow,
words.
760. What did you read? Was it a medical book or was it a self-help book?
No, it's a self help book. Now are you able to
Yes,
get
yes, we
me?
can see it.
Yeah, it was this book of thinking of answers. It's basically a philosophy book. I got it from the British Council.
Okay, good, good, good. I have this question for all of you. Thank you very much, Srijit. Did you guys happen to apply what you learned? Apply means share the thought or just practice what you just read about it. Or was it just reading for the sake of reading? Any application? Sharing to someone?
Yes, South, Shiva here. Yeah, I'm reading the 5 second rule book.
Oh, that's a good book.
Yeah. So actually, I read the 3 chapters, and really, it inspires to go ahead and do our complete our commitments without coming to a second opinion or a second thought, without
Good,
delaying anything. Yeah.
good. I like that. I like that. Anyone? Okay, let me just mute you all. All right, good. So I've muted you guys. So any one of you did any kind of application just like Shiva? Anyone? If you did, please type in the chat box. That will be a great help. So we need to see the progress which has happened in this week. Please switch on your camera, man. Mr. Subhamay Gupta, how are you doing? Welcome for today's session. Okay. So can you unmute yourself, Mr. Gupta? Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Gupta?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So
And
how was your last week experience? Tell me. I know you were a bit busy. I
yes,
saw your message, but
yes, I have.
go ahead and tell me.
lots of work were there in last week. That's why I didn't completed the task properly. So I'm little bit. I'm not confident about the last time's whatever techniques you have shared with us. I have just completed two chapters of the book which I shared on the screen last time on Facebook. And through that I have experienced that my reading speed is increasing a little bit. It has enhanced from earlier. So
Okay. Good. As you all know, the objective, we need to be very focused. The objective is to increase the reading speed in the last week. Now, if the comprehension build up, great for you. If the comprehension did not, it's all right. But this week is all about comprehension and then about remembering. So good. All right. Shall we wait for anyone? How many of you are there? We have Mr. Gupta, we have Siddhi, we have Shiva, and Srijit. Let me just see if there are anyone else coming down. Okay, good. Guys, did you have your breakfast?
yes, I have done it.
Okay, good, good, good. All right, nice. Chalo. So I have this thing which I just created for a few of you who were the star performers of this week. So let's share that. I just made it in the morning quickly. So this is something which I want to share to you. Okay, for the star performers. Okay, just hold on. I am just trying to. Okay. All right, can you guys see this on the screen? What do you see? Do you see pictures of you guys? Do you see it or not? Yes, you see it. All right. So I hope you also listen to this. Congratulations, guys. This is a small push for you all. Did you get to see it or not? Did you get to hear it at least? So we had Mr. Sibi, we had Mr. Subramaniam, we have Mr. Srijit, we have Shiva and Pramod who happened to do the task sincerely and committed. So this is what I want. I want all of you to take part over here. And guys, remember, you joined this program to bring a change. So let's make sure that we get results. We have our team who searches for your picks. The best picks we could get. Well, in short, we got it from Facebook, man. So we make that extra effort so that, you know, we make it something special for you guys. Okay, thank you very much. This was something which I just thought in the morning I could do for you guys. So I hope you like it. All right, thank you very much. So let's begin with today's session with a bang. It's 10 o'clock, so let's welcome Mr. Roshan. How are you feeling? How's everything going on? Can we have Mr. Roshan? I just want to hear from you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I wasn't well. I was under dengue, so I was admitted. Just got discharged on Thursday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I heard about it.
Yeah.
Are you
Better.
feeling better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All the best, man. Just take care of you. It's important. I also went through dengue about 6 months or 8 months back.
Yeah.
Did you have the papaya leaves?
Yeah, I had.
Yeah, tablets. You also get those tablets. So that's the only cure.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Awesome, guys. Chalo. let's start with today's session. So we always start with, we got to know the performance. I'm really happy for you. And now let's start with the test. So I want to know how you guys are performing. You guys go ahead and take the printout of the sheet if you have. The cheat sheet for this week. All right, you have it? All right, awesome. So what I want you to do is, okay, guys, do we have a new book for this week? Because I want to make sure that we are reading a new book or the same book. It's okay. We need to have a book. Does everyone have a book? All right. So what we'll do is I'll time you up for 1 minute. We'll do the speed reading test. So let's get to know our base for today. Is that okay? I'm not hearing anything from you guys. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Sure. All right. Good. Now I'm hearing. Okay. So let's start. Okay, guys, remember those 3 pre-reading strategies. Go for a new chapter. What is this chapter gonna give to me? Smile and build up that urgency. Make yourself important. I need to get good stuff faster. That kind of thought is important. And your time starts now. And stop, guys. Go ahead and just measure your number of lines and then number of words in the first line and multiply. I'm just coming. Okay, Sibi is 495. Awesome, Sibi. From where did you start? What was your first T1, if you remember?
My T1 was 280.
280. Good, good. I like the score. What about Mr. Gupta? What was the T1? Type in 250 itself. We need practice. Practice makes progress. That's important. Shiva, 350. What was your T1? Okay, good. Srijit, you're 472. What happened? I thought it was like somewhere around 700. All right, Srijit was 221. Okay, good. I like this. Everyone is improving. It's okay, guys. If your speed fluctuates, it's all right. There's nothing to worry, but we need to make sure it's consistent. Srijit, I need to look into it. What happened actually? So you told me 700. Now it's gone. You sure it's 472. So throughout this process, let's test it out, and then let's come. Hey, Subramaniam, how are you doing?
Yeah,
How was your last week's experience?
yeah, it was pretty good, and I was able to complete the book.
Awesome. So you read more than 3 chapters?
Yeah, there were 92 little chapters, so I read I read completely the 92 chapters, not just three.
Awesome. How do you feel, Mr. Subramaniam? Just share
Yeah.
the feeling of finishing a book in 1 week.
To start with, I thought it was very complicated, and I thought I would not get enough time. But the moment I posted that I would read the book, I had that feeling that I should finish it.
Mm, good, good,
And I
good, good.
split the I made a target like I should read 20 chapters a day, so that I can finish 92 at the end of the week. So it was a target fixed. So I fixed it, and even in between the work, I was able to read with the techniques.
Oh, great. Actually, the pic which you put on Facebook must be from your office.
Yeah, it is my office. Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good. That's called real dedication, guys. Congratulations. I made a small video. I do not know whether you got a chance to see it. I'll share it in the break so that you can just see it again. It's just for star performance, a small clap video. That's it. I made to just boost you guys. All right, guys. So let's go back. Today's session is all about comprehension mastery. The goal for today is to make sure that you can build up greater comprehension. Get that 50 to 70% comprehension when your reading speed is like that 400 plus, 350 plus, 250 plus. That is the goal. Okay? So I have a question. How many of you, let's be very honest, let's go to the previous you, not today's you. How many of you would avoid to read a fat book? Or how many of you would check the size of the book first if any reading material would be given, whether it's a document, whether it's anything? First would be the size, the number of pages. And based on that, your reaction would it be positive, would it be negative? Shiva would say it's positive. Good. What would it be? So Mr. Gupta says he would always check the size of the book. Okay, good. I used to check the size. Okay, Shriji says sometimes negative. Okay, after checking it's like, should I read it or not? Those thoughts. Okay. What about Mr. Roshan? Roshan is positive about it. Good stuff. All right. Hello, Mr. Pramod. Welcome back. Used to check the size for planning purposes. Okay, good, good, good. Mr. Pramod, how was your week's experience?
It was quite good. Like there was, can say, good amount of, improvement in terms of reading a book. Like,
all right, nice to hear that.
Previously I used to having 150 to 100 words. So now it's gradually been increased to between 350 to 400. It's still improving.
Good, good. Okay, guys, if you guys remember in the recordings you've seen, Pramod had told that I can't go beyond 2 pages. This was his statement.
Yeah.
So I want to know, is there a change after that in this week?
Yeah, it's a big change. Like still, can say having some vocalization in mind. But still I'm working on it. But yes, there is a good improvement in terms of my previous words.
Good, good. I'm just so happy for you guys. Congratulations. Good. All right, no problems, Roshan. Okay, guys. So I see a lot of you having a mixed reaction with that. So here is the first approach you need to have. All right. Look, I'll just tell you one thing. Does it make you feel better if you knew how the system works? Okay, yesterday I went to this passport office to renew my passport, and I saw a line of people outside, and everyone with their filed documents, and they're worried, they're combing themselves. All that thing was going a bit tense moment. And about 3 weeks back, my relative had gone to the passport office, and she happened to tell me the whole procedure, how it will be. and how much time will it be, and what is the thing. There's nothing to worry about. There's always a backup plan. Keep this document, they'll approve it. All that I got to know about. For me, I knew how much time will it take from each station, ahead of time, buffer time, and that really helped me. I knew where the water bottle would be important, having a snack would be really good, and I was kind of prepared because of the advice which was given to me. But the rest of them were like too tired, complaining, all that thing was going on. So when you know ahead, what are the important things from this book? How do I approach this book? Will that make you a better, will that put you in a better situation to approach a new problem? Rather than getting overwhelmed, like the people who were there in the passport office, they're like, it's a big deal getting a passport. But I didn't feel that. I was like, oh, okay, this is how it's happening. She told me this, I had to wait over here. So let me go ahead and read this article. So that was my mindset at that moment. So I was pretty cool, and this really helped. That is what I want you to get to know. Before you approach a situation, if you knew how to do it, where do I concentrate, life becomes much, much easier. And that is what I want to tell, a universal rule when you're approaching a book, whether it's 800 pages book, whether it's 600 pages book, or even 100 pages book. Every author follows this principle, 80-20 rule, where 80% is considered as unimportant, and 20% is the reason why he's writing the book, to showcase his principles. Or the 20% are those things which you find really important, which are important for you at that moment. So the 20% could be different based on you and the author. But the main thing over here is you need to concentrate on that 20%. If you can find that 20%, you purchasing that book is worth. You going and buying something for that investment, you have got back your money. That is what the 20% is all about. The 80%, the author, me, myself, as an author of workshops as well as a book, have to have this 80% because my audience comes with different experience, backgrounds. And to make sure my main point is clear for every kind of age group, for every kind of experience, I have to bring up examples. I have to approach the same problem in a different way so that it becomes much, much clearer. And this is what I want you to understand. Even when you're reading, when I was working in L'Oreal, I had to go through functional specs. And in the functional specs, I would only go to the table of content, go to only that portion where I was working on. I needed a solution. I would not go to the remaining stuff. I would just look into the flowchart diagram. Okay, this is how the whole system works. Okay, leave it, check it. I want to know what the problem is. That's where I would concentrate at that moment. That's how it is. 80-20 principle is the most important thing which I want you to accept this and approach it. Because I'll tell you one thing, as you start reading more and more stuff, you will already build up knowledge on that. And that really makes you like, I know it, why should I read it? Remember the approach I told, when you're going for shopping, you want always the new stuff, the beneficial stuff, which will add value. And that is the 20%. 80%, you will not want to go. There are other brands, but you prefer to go to specific brand, specific size, specific color, done. So you're going, narrowing down everything and you're going over there. The reason why a shopkeeper should have all the brands, because there are people coming for all the brands. You might not go for that brand, but the shopkeeper has to have it, right? Because It gives him sales. It builds him credibility. And remember, a book will not become a book by just 5 pages or 10 pages. It becomes a blog. A book has to have minimum 250 pages to become a bestseller. So you need to know the approach of a market. So the author has to add in stories, examples, repetition, unimportant stuff. When I say unimportant stuff, might be for you, which is unimportant, which you already know. For others, it might be important, something new. So he has to add up all this so that the book size increases and you feel it, you feel it's worth paying 200 or 300 bucks or 800 bucks. Or just one page, why will I take it? You know, that kind of thought. So the main stuff is in the 20%. So you need to figure it out, that 20% as soon as possible. So whenever you see a book with this, so is this clear, guys? Whichever book you pick up, whichever, wherever you go, whether it's a movie you're watching, few scenes which shine, you remember that because that gave a lot of entertainment for you. There was a message. You will remember those, and those are the scenes which you will share it to people even after watching. So let's concentrate on that 20% always. Is that clear, guys? And that's the reason I told you, read those 3 chapters which you feel are valuable. Because once you get the 3 chapters, you feel, wow, this book is worth, and my time has been respected. Let me go and read further other chapters. You build up a natural desire to go back. Now, just like how Shiva has got a natural desire to go back and finish Mel Robinson's book, that is what it is. Without people's recommendation or pushing, go read this, he has developed this. And that is what I want. A natural way is the best way. So this is where I want to come down and give you a really a peace of mind. Guys, whenever you see a 400 size book or an 800 size book or a 200-page book, a report, just multiply, take the 20% of it. Whether the 200, 20% would be only 40 pages. So you just have to read 40 pages, not the 200 pages. When you think in that, it becomes much easier. The size does not matter anymore. Is that clear? This is what I want you to approach. You got the 20%. This is where I need to concentrate. Enough. The rest of the time, I don't have to read this book. When you approach with this mindset, you are really active, energetic, when the rest of the world are giving excuses, they're not getting value, they're moving away. Is that clear? All right. At this stage, I normally get a question immediately. I just want to know, does anyone have a question rising up in their mind right now? Ah, Srijit, good one. How do I approach that 20%? Because 20% changes from book to book. So it's not like a standard thing. Read, this is the author, how he does. And that is what you need to discover. And I show you certain principles, certain guidelines, a formula you can say whenever you approach, do this formula and go ahead. Right? Good. So here's the first technique over here. So as I'm approaching, all my strategies to build up comprehension is connected with this 20%. How do I get value immediately? You know, as you read more and more books, this 20% becomes 10%. Out of the 20%, you already know it, and then you have to just get to know the 10% or half of the 20%. And that's the fun part of it. So when we start reading, we get more stuff. It's all It's always something new you're looking. That's it. Just like you go for you go for a bestseller, you see the new latest books. Those are the books you want to read because, or the dress you want to go, the latest summer collection. You just go for those collections and wear it. You do not want to go for the old collections because you have already bought it or they're old. So that is the mindset. So what do I mean by the zoom technique? So over here, the zoom technique is similar to this. Whenever you see a picture, before going to the detail of that, by just getting a quarter, seeing little bit, you'll be able to guess what it is. So here is a picture for you. Now guys, guess me, what is this? Type it and tell me. Taj Mahal. Awesome. Before I showed you the whole picture, you were able to judge it because you have seen it a number of times. And that is what I want you to approach. The same concept. I'm taking it out so that it becomes much easier for you. So when it comes to book, we have different ways of doing it. So it's something like, I give this example often, is you're going to a new place. Before you go to that new place, if someone just tells you how far is the airport to your hotel, what are the tourist spots, what are the restaurants near your place, it becomes much, much easier to understand rather than I figure it out on my way. You're well prepared. And that is what I want you to do. So what's the technique over here is, before that, I want you to go ahead and read it. And let's see the difference on your normal reading and then with this reading. So let me just give you this link. I want all of you to go to this link and read it. I'll give you about 2 minutes. Click on this link. This article is taken from Bill Gates' blog. I want you to read that article. Go ahead and read it. I hope everyone got it. It's in the chat box. I've sent it. Go ahead and read it. Take your time. I will. Okay, 2 minutes. I'll give you. Take your own time and read the whole article. Read the whole article. Once you're completed, type in done. All right, I see Srijit. Great words, done. Okay, we have Sibi has done it. All right, Supramod, Subramaniam has said has done it. We'll wait for all of you guys. Take your time. There's not a hurry, nothing. We're trying to concentrate on comprehension. Roshan has done it. Shiva has done it. Okay, good. Do we have anyone else left? Who do we have? Let's see. Mr. Gupta, I guess. Once you read it, please type in done. All right, good. So you have finished reading. Awesome, guys. So let me just go back to the article. I hope you can see the screen now. The article screen. Am I sharing? Yeah, I'm sharing my desktop, so you should be able to see it. All right, guys. So now you got to know the article. The article talks about education, and it talks about artificial intelligence and where there's more concentration to be done. Now, this is how in life we get content. Now let's break up this whole blog and try to understand what is the key message each paragraph is talking about. If you see, can you guys see the see my this thing? I just need a chat from you. Are you able to see? Can you please unmute yourself? Again, tell
Yes,
me.
I can
Okay.
see.
Do you see this Word document?
Yes, I can see that.
All right, good. Please unmute yourself. So now, all of you, please unmute yourself. Okay, now what you see over here is the first two paragraphs. We have someone not muted. Okay, I'll just unmute all of you. Okay. So now, here is the thing. The first two paragraphs talk about an introduction. This third paragraph is an opportunity to make an impact, and talks about in three areas. The artificial intelligence. The second is the energy. The third is the bioscience. As you go further in that paragraph, the main key is coding is not important to understand, but human talent is. The next thing is what is the true inequality, where he goes to Africa, he experiences that. As you can see, each paragraph has a main idea. And over here, he comes up and tells about Warren Buffett. He talks about powerful, surround with yourself with intelligent people who really challenge you, who teach you so that they push you. And for Bill Gates, it's Warren Buffett. And he then also suggests you a book and talks about the world is improving. So what is coming out from your mind from this, guys, when I've deconstructed this whole blog? Can I hear from you guys? What are you able to get from this? When I deconstructed the whole thing for you, what is coming in your mind?
philanthropy point of view about Bill Gates.
That is good. That is an overview you're getting, Mr. Srijit. That's nice. But what I want you to understand over here is, why are the paragraphs being created? The paragraphs are being created because each paragraph is written to give an objective, a key message. That is the reason why people write in paragraphs. I want you to be more aware over here. If you deconstruct, that's the main thing. As I told, this introduction. Then he talks about the value of human talent. Then inequality he's talking about. The 3 areas. If someone can tell me what this paragraph is talking about before I read it, the way you will approach the book, the questions you will ask are like this. Okay, 3 areas. Where should I concentrate? Okay, these are the important things he's talking about. The kind of focus is completely tuned up towards the main idea. And that is what I want you to realize. Every paragraph has a main key message and objective. Your task before you read is to understand what it is, so that it builds up a structure in your mind. When this structure is built up, it also helps you to retain. And that is what I want. Guys, this is something like you walk into a new house, a new office, where there's board meetings, there's office space, there's toilets, there's a kitchen. And then all of a sudden, someone says, okay, I need a plastic cup. Where will you find that cup? In that office space you just went in. It would be in the kitchen, right? The pantry area. Where in the pantry area you have to look, but you know it will be in the pantry area. So it's much better once you get an idea. What am I looking for? So in the pantry area, you will look where would be the right place to keep that cup. So you're focused. And that is what I want you to approach. That approach when it comes to reading. So now you got to know that there's 80-20 principle. 20% is the most important thing. The way I have to figure out that 20% is if I can somehow identify what is the key message from each paragraph, that will really help me to understand the overall. And then take a decision, where do I need to concentrate? Are you able to understand, guys? Subramaniam says yes. Sure, I'm not able to see your faces also, so chat
Yeah,
box.
absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
good. So that is the mindset I want you to develop. So how do you figure it out? This is what I want. So the first thing, any material is given to you. I'll tell you, any material which is thrown at you. This is the word I would tell it, because in life, you have to read function specs, you have to read books which you're not at all interested in. You have to read documents just because it is a responsibility, a to-do task. How do I figure it out? Build up that rapport as quickly as possible is the main intention. And finish off that task and move on. That is where I want you to go ahead. So for that purpose, what I want you to do is, I want you to read, the first thing is I want you to read the first 2 to 3 lines of each paragraph. Then move to the next paragraph. Read the first 2, next paragraph, at least for the 4 pages. So you get an idea, what am I getting into? Because normally what people do, they just go, they read the heading and then they start. They're getting overwhelmed. There's no structure. There's no strategy. It's just that it's something like putting a lot of luggage onto yourself. And that is where I want you to avoid it. If you know what is coming to me, that really helps you to build up a rapport with the book, and you are approaching in a different way. As an equal way, author and you are like same to same. That is where I want you to approach. The first task is to build up rapport. Anywhere you meet up someone, it's always to build up rapport. Even in today's presentation, what did I do? I asked you the previous question. How was your experience? I built up a rapport. Anywhere you go, you have to build up a rapport. That's when you open up. That's when you connect more. In life, let's adopt the same thing. So once I read the first 2 to 3 lines, I might get some idea. You will get an idea for sure. You might be right, you might be wrong. It's okay. But some idea is better than no idea. So the first thing is I want you to get those ideas. Okay, first paragraph, he's talking about something important. Those 3 points he's talking about. Then he's talking about a mentor. So I have got some vague structure about Bill Gates in this article if I approached with that mindset. Then I take a decision to read the whole thing or to read which you felt which was important. I'll go into the next stage about that later, but right now I want you to build up a rapport. Very much important. So the steps over here is to read the first 2 to 3 lines, the header, the italic words. This is where you have to concentrate. Of at least 4 paragraphs, or 4 pages, or 3 pages. That is the first thing you have to develop so that you get an idea. And then you read the whole thing. All the 4 pages. It's something like, yesterday I went to passport office. I had to go through the whole process. But I knew, okay, this is how it is, this is how it is, this is how it was much easier. While over there, people were panicking. Oh, tell me what it is, They were rushing to the Xerox paper. They were coming back. They were panicking. They didn't want to do any kind of mistake. For them, getting a passport was a big thing. If any slight mistake, big problem. That was not the way. I approached in a very easy way. Okay, this channel, any mistake, I have to come back to section A, get it rectified, and then go to the next session. So when I knew that, it was much easier for me. And that is what I want you to move. Apply that. Now you might have a question over here, South, it might be a double work. Reading 4 pages, and then again rereading. But it's much better. You know what? You will read first paragraph, you get overwhelmed. The chances that you're not able to remember, the chances of you getting overwhelmed, the chances of getting bored, getting distracted, stopping yourself in the second page itself. But the most important thing, you picked up that book to read value, to get benefited. So if you can quickly read this 2 to 3 lines of 4 pages, you have built up an idea, the structure. And then when you're approaching, you're much faster. And that really helps you in approaching in a very positive, strategic way. How do you feel about this idea, guys? Tell me. Tell me, Mr. Shiva, I want to hear from you first.
Yeah, this strategy is very good because it helps us to learn the things much quicker and understand what actually the objective of the whole book is.
Okay, good. Good. What about you, Mr. Gupta? Shiva says, Siddhi says, waiting for practice. Awesome. I will definitely make you do this. Okay, can we read more than 4 pages? Yes, it's up to you, Srijit. I'm not giving you conditions. It's just to make sure, because what happens when you read the whole chapter, there are possibilities that you might forget the structure. we should not forget the objective. If you are able to remember it, get an idea, remember the idea of the structure, good. But sometimes if we read the structure, you kind of forget it off. An overall idea is the most important thing before you approach. Yes. That is what I would suggest. So let's go ahead and practice. So let's go ahead and open a new chapter. Now, from your books, a new chapter, open up the new chapter, and this is what you need to say, the 3 statements. The statement would be, what is this topic, since you're opening a new chapter, gonna give to Srijit? You're gonna give to me, your name. Tell that, smile, build up that urgency, and then you're reading the first 2 or 3 lines. Next paragraph, first to 3 lines. Next paragraph, first to 3 lines, for at least 4 pages. Let's do it for 4 pages. So go ahead and start now, guys. Read the 4 pages. Paragraphs. No, of the same chapter, not about different chapters. No, you're reading the same chapter, 4 pages, only 2 to 3 lines of each paragraph. Yeah, if that's correct, right? Yeah. All right, stop. So here's something which I want to share with you. So if this is like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 paragraphs over here. So what I'm doing, I'm reading like this. I get this, introduction is coming up. Then I'm coming here, got an idea. This, then this, that's it. Now I've got an idea what it is talking about. So like that, I want you to do for the 4 paragraphs. So if you haven't finished the 4 pages, sorry. If you haven't finished the 4 pages, go ahead and complete it. Once you've completed the 4 pages, please type in done. Okay, good. I see you guys have got it and have typed in done. Good. Now, if you have completed, what I want you to do is go ahead and read the whole 4 paragraphs now and see how you experience now using the tapping technique or the visual pacing. All the 4 pages. Continue reading, guys. As you're reading, I'll also read this chapter. I don't want to waste time. All right, guys, stop. Wherever you are, stop now. Now I want to hear the experience. How is it? How is the comprehension building up? I want to know more about it now. Can I hear from Mr. Srijit first?
It was better clarity. It's building up, and I was able to get firmer grip on the content and everything than previously. Yeah, I had done this previously also in my drills, but this time it was much better. Means
Awesome.
I'm getting the grasp, means the summary or the gist of what the author is trying to say.
Okay, good, good. So it's working. What about Mr. Shiva? Please mute yourself.
Yeah. Yes, the first 3 lines gives the gist of the whole paragraph. So, and it even the techniques which we are using, it really helps us to know the whole in the whole chapter within few minutes. Like by reading first 3 lines. Yeah.
So you're having a comprehension is building up. You're building up more
Yes.
connectivity. That's what I wanted.
Yes.
What about Mr. Roshan? Please mute yourself, Mr. Shiva.
Sir, frankly speaking, earlier when I was reading a book, I never used to remember what I read. I could understand while reading it, but at the 5 minutes time after that, I would have forgotten everything. Now I think I'm getting the gist of it. I'm remembering what I read today.
Good, good.
Most of the things I could remember what is there in the book now.
That's nice. That's nice. You know, I'll also add another twist to this technique later. Yeah, please go ahead.
Other thing is I could remember what is there in the passages. Now earlier I never used to be. It should have been like jumbled up and down. Now I can sequentially I can able to let you know.
Good, good, good. And also the sequence of things which are occurring, you'll be able to figure it out. If someone had asked you a question, you're like, okay, how was it? You try to picture the whole image of that picture, and then it's much easier to connect. If anyone is going for an exam and like the comprehension exam, that really helps them. So that's where it is applied over there as well as for you. Great. I just thanks for sharing that thing out, Roshan.
Thank you, sir.
And what about Mr. Subramanian?
Since I was familiar with the lines, I was able to understand better. I read the second time.
Awesome. Good. So building more connectivity, that's going on.
Yes.
Good. What about Mr. Gupta?
Same here. Earlier, it gave some idea about what is going to be. It is going to be, and later when I done thoroughly, it is the speed increased.
Awesome. Awesome. Good. And what about Mr. Sibi? It's
Yeah.
like voice watching
It was
trailer.
good.
Okay, good one. I like that one. So yeah, in fact, that is something really true. What Sibi has just mentioned. Can you just tell it out from your own words?
Yeah, it was like watching a trailer of a movie. We get interesting to read the full, and we get better picture of the birth view of the content.
Yes, that is what I wanted, and you are getting it. That's really awesome. So your comprehension is picking up. That was my main thing. So congratulations, guys. Give a pat to yourself. You know, you're really improving as we are going. So I'm really excited for you. Now I want a twist to be added over here is after you read, the first time when you read the first 2 to 3 lines, I want you to give a 5-second break. To get that idea hooked up in your brain. Okay, rather than just reading the first 2 lines and then jumping to the next paragraph, give a 2 to 5 seconds break to get to know, okay, this is, and give an headlines for in your mind. Okay, introduction, case study, or try to see an image, put an image, whatever it is. I'm not going to memory, but I want you to practice this right away so that it really helps you. So that you are building up a story. Introduction hua, case study hua, baad mein ye aaya, wo aaya. It becomes much easier. So don't go for a longer break. It should be quick. And as you read, you will pick it up. Like Roshan said, it's helping for memory. Now when you do this, it will help you for a longer memory. So give that 2 to 5 second break and then move to the next paragraph. Read to the first two to three lines, 2 to 5 seconds break. And then, okay, here you're not supposed to measure your watch. Okay, I'm not asking you to measure 2 to 5 seconds and then move to the next paragraph. That's not practical. Just read and okay, this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it is. Give an approval by seeing the paragraph, so that it is like stamped in your memory. Okay, this is what it is all about. And then once you read it again, it becomes really good. The memory builds up, as well as the comprehension goes up, the speed comes up. Good stuff, guys. All right, good. So what I want you to do is, wherever you stopped, everyone stop. Mr. Srijit, Shiva, everyone stop now. So wherever you stopped in the previous, this thing, should we start from the same paragraph? No, you start from the next. Wherever you stopped, the four pages, from there you begin and you practice this for 2 minutes. Okay, I'm timing you up right now. So that so let's be on time. Before that, remember those 3 pre-reading. What is this gonna give to? Smile, urgency, very important. If you don't do that, when you smile, okay, I just want to have an honest opinion. When you smile at this content, do you feel as if he's like a friend or a person, or are you able to connect more? Does that thing happen?
Yes, definitely.
That's what I want. You're seeing the book as a buddy, as a helper or a guide. You're not just reading some kind of text. That is the most important thing. You feel positive. Good. So wherever you stopped previously, for 2 minutes, I want you to read, and then we'll take a break. Okay? So on your marks, get set, go. In 2 minutes, you are reading only the paragraph, the first 2 to 3 lines of paragraph. You're thinking about it also after finishing each paragraph, 2 to 3 lines, then think, then next paragraph. Read, think, next paragraph. Read, think, next paragraph. Last 50 seconds. And stop. Now I just want to know, how many pages were you able to read in this 2 minutes? I just want to get an idea. Everyone just type in. How many pages did you read? Okay, Mr. Gupta says 3. 2 pages, Shiva. Okay. 3.5, Sibi. Subramaniam, 2 pages. Okay. Roshan 3, Srijit 4. Okay, good. Now I'll time you up for 4 minutes. and I want you to go ahead and read, go back, turn the page from where you started in the 2 minute, and then I want you to go ahead and read all the paragraphs for about 4 minutes. All right? If time, any questions?
Shall it be the complete paragraph or
Complete paragraph now. We're reading complete. Before it was the trailer. Now the whole movie we're going into. So, ready? Any other questions, guys?
Is it the same content? Or
Same
it's
content.
simple?
Yes, it's the same content. So previously you just read half content. Now the full content. That's what I'm trying to say. Any marks? Any other questions, guys? No. Okay. Get ready. On your marks, get set, go. Start. If you're slowing down, please make sure you say the statement, build up that urgency, smile. One minute left, guys. Continue. Last 10 seconds. 2, 3, 2, 1, stop. So how was it, guys? Now give me a feedback.
Yeah, so Shiva here.
Yes, tell me, Shiva.
Yes, like we could quickly cover the whole paragraph since we got the gist earlier, and also we would like go ahead and read furthermore paragraphs with us.
Furthermore paragraph. Quickly go through the paragraph. That's good. Thank you for sharing. What about Mr. Srijit?
Yeah, I had completed 4 pages earlier. Now I am able to complete 7 pages. Means 3 pages ahead I have gone, and since I had made previously a complete gist of what the author was trying to narrate, so the next 3 pages also was like a continuous flow. It was much easier to comprehend.
Good, good, good. I like it. I like it. All right. Can I hear from Mr. Roshan?
Earlier, I read about 3 pages. Now about 6.5 pages, which I could go ahead, and I could see there is a correlation, a continuous subject which I can continuously relate with. So I did not lost my interest in reading going ahead of that.
Okay, no losing of interest. Awesome. I like that. That's good. What about Mr. Gupta?
And I did not.
Yeah.
I did not get diverted anywhere. There were a lot of disturbances outside, but still I did not get disturbed.
Awesome. I'm glad you were able to recognize that. This will happen as we go to our final drill. I will be introducing distractions also, because I want you to be in a zone where any kind of distraction comes, it becomes less priority. This becomes a bigger priority, because we have to read whether we are traveling on a train, on a plane, on a crowded area. We need to make sure we are completely hooked up. So that should be a higher priority. Great. Great, Roshan. Can I hear from Mr. Who's left? Mr. Gupta.
Yes, Shaud. Despite of different disturbances, I have to carry on my reading. So it's fine. It is going well because as you should, it gives us earlier about the idea about how it is going to be, and now when I go through the overall chapter, overall pages, I get it a clear picture of the story, and I can memorize them also.
Memorize them. Okay, good. Clear picture as well as memorize them. That's nice. All right, thanks. What about Mr. Sibi?
Yeah, it was very good, as I already said, and the book seems more interesting.
The book seems to be more interesting. Okay, I like that. Okay, nice observation, guys. What about who else is there? I think, is Pramod there now? Okay, I do not think Pramod is there. All right, great, guys. Well done. So this really needs a break. Now you can go ahead and celebrate with a tea or by visiting the bathroom. So go ahead and reveal yourself and enjoy yourself. I'll come back within 15 minutes. So it is 11:15, 11:30. I'm back. I'll be back. If you have seen the Terminator, he says, I'll be back. Okay, same thing over here. By 11:30, let's get in touch. Chalo. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Samit.
Hi, Mr. Shiva. All right, good. All right, after the break, okay. Okay, I just wanted to start off with, yeah. So we did this, awesome. So just tell me, how much is your comprehension building up now? Give me a percentage. Okay, Shiva says 75%, awesome. What about rest of you? Just go ahead and type in, guys. Subramanian says 80%, Gupta says 50%. Good, good, good. I like it. I need more practice. Yes, everyone needs more practice. It's all about practice. I'm not considering this as a final thing. We need practice. That's the reason we go through this throughout this whole week, the next week. Okay? All right. So here is the next comprehension technique. Okay, let me just keep everything on the side over here so that becomes much easier for me. All right, so now what we're going to do over here is, in this technique, it's really good. I like it. But the challenge over here is you have to go twice. So you have to read all the 4 pages and then come back and read it again. So there is, you can apply this thing in different situations. I'm not saying it won't apply. It will. So I just want to make it more efficient so that it really works out much, much more efficient and more productive. So how about just going in the flow? That is where I want to start. So what I do over here is this call as the first tick line and the last line. So what happens over here is, as suppose for this example, we have this paragraph. So what I want you to do is, I want you to first read the first 2 lines and the last 2 lines, because the first 2 lines will give you an introduction. The last 2 lines will give the conclusion. The combination of both will give you a summary. That makes you in a better position to decide, get an idea what this paragraph is going to talk about. And that is what I want you to adopt first. So read the first 2 lines. When I say 2 lines, it could be 2 sentences also, guys. And the last 2 sentences. But as you improve, you will become much efficient. So what I want you to do is, yes, this is the introduction, the conclusion, and both of them give you the main idea, the summary. So now I want, wherever you stopped, go ahead and apply this. So now what I want you to do is to read, get an idea, think about it, and then move. Next, do it for 1 minute, okay? Is that clear, guys? You're reading the first 2 sentences, the last 2 sentences of the same paragraph, getting a good idea, then moving to the next. And your time starts now. All right, good question. My book has long paragraph. What do you do when it is long paragraph? Is you read 3 or 4 lines. Then in between also you can read about 3 to 4 lines or 2 lines and then come to the conclusion. So if this is your whole paragraph, guys, You read about 3 lines, then come here, read here, then come here. The objective of this is to get a clearer idea what the paragraph is talking about. That is the objective. If first 2 lines and last 2 lines is not giving you the idea, that means we need more information. So what we need to increase the number of lines we are reading, but not the whole paragraph. No. Increase it bit by bit. So go ahead and practice, guys. Continue reading. All right, stop, guys. Now I want you to go to the next level over here, and then I'll take your feedback. So, sorry. So what's happening over here is you're getting an idea. Now I want you to go to the next level and read as a leader. The leader looks for important facts to make better decisions. So I want you to apply that in this process. So what happens is, when this is how you need to go. You read the first 2 lines, the last 2 lines, you get an idea. And then the next step is the most important. I want you to make a decision now. Is it worth reading that paragraph again or not? If it is not worth, you move to the next paragraph. Next paragraph means the first 2 lines and the last 2 lines. And if you find that it's really important for me to read, I got an idea, but I want to know more about it, you put a tick mark next to that paragraph. And then you move to the next paragraph. Read the first and the last and make a decision. Important for me, not important. I want you to make sure, is it important or not? Don't go make a decision. I want to know, just don't go with the time pass thing. It's really nice to know. No. Is it really important? Am I getting real value out of it? If it is another case study, is it worth going to another case study? If it is worth, please do it. If it is not worth, do not. If you're in a confusion state, then you still put a tick mark because you're confused. A leader, when he's confused, he goes in details further. That's what you want to do. When you're confused, you still go ahead and put a tick mark. When you are sure that you want to read this, that's when you do, when there's value. When there's confusion, you still put a tick mark. You know what happens? Once you put tick marks for about 4 pages, and then you read only those selected paragraphs. Here is what the mindset. If you felt that you have selected the right one, you feel good. You feel empowered. Wow, I'm really good in this. Second, if you were wrong, if you're still not clear about the idea what this chapter is talking about, you will improve yourself next time. But if you do this thing for only 1 chapter, guess what? The same pattern the author will repeat in the second chapter. You're saving more time. You have understood how the author will write. How is it? Where should I focus more? And that's it. So you are making decisions. You're not taking every 80% filler. You're restricting yourself. This is what I want. And I give more time for that. Rather than giving whole time and getting overwhelmed, You're getting an idea, then you're reading it again, much, much better. How does this sound, guys? Because I want you to read like a leader. Give time for those important facts, which is important for you. If you make mistake, it's okay, you're learning. Because every book has a different structure. But you are saving time. It's like additional time on the first chapter, but as you move to the next chapter, the time gets lesser and lesser and lesser. That is what I want. Okay, I have a question from Roshan. Let me, did I answer your question or is it still there? Yes, every paragraph is like that. You just look into it. There will be an introduction about something, and then there will be a conclusion. Yes, this is the format of every paragraph. He is talking about one idea. And that is the summary which you can figure it out. That's the reason why we write paragraph. Each paragraph has an objective. So we need to understand what is the objective of that paragraph. Is that objective is worth for my time or not? Now, if you see in this approach, you're respecting your time. You're respecting the way you're feeling good that I'm able to understand, build up a rapport, get that. And you're more engaged over here. Just like how you go for shopping. There's so many brands, but you're looking for something which is good. Out of all those colors, you went for that black one because you like it. Anyone ask you a question, you are approaching with a very systematic and a reasonable reason you're giving. You know, I don't know, I just selected, yeah, I didn't read it. No. I read this. This is the good point which he had to say. And that is more important. I do not know it in the Facebook, it was for Mr. Subramaniam or Sibi. Someone just asked, can you give a summary out of it? It will really help others in the Facebook group.
Yeah, it was for me.
Yes, Subramaniam.
Yeah.
This is what people want. At the end of the day, if someone can give me a summary, what is the main idea of reading this fat book? What is the main thing you're getting? And that is what you're doing in a much efficient way. And that is what I want you to approach. Okay? So now what I want you to do is, this is the way. You take a pencil always, and the first statement is smile. What is this going to give to me? Urgency. You read the first 2 to 3 lines, then move to the next line. If you see the paragraph is big, make a decision to read in the middle also. I give you complete permission. If you happen to, first when you glance at it, you know the paragraphs are big. If that thing clicks in your mind, that means you have to read 2 or 3 lines. You can read 2 here, down 2 here, and then last. It's up to you guys. I leave it up to you. But the main thing is, I want you to make a decision. Just like a decision. Is it yes or no? Is it worth or not for me? Because rather than thinking, maybe it is good, I do not know, let's try to make sure it is yes or no. That's the reason I want you to move. Once you make a decision, okay, this is worth important stuff, I put a point or a tick mark and then move to the next paragraph. If this is not important, I move to the next chapter, next page, sorry. And then when I'm reading again, I read only this paragraph, I read the next paragraph. Whichever is considered as important for you. And this has a huge advantage for you to remember, because you know what you're doing over here. You're converting this paragraph as your own, something of great value, and you're converting as important because you took the decision. This is important. Just like you went to a retail store, you picked up that black t-shirt, you just hold it, it becomes yours, and you're like, yes, this is what I want. You haven't paid it still, but you have got it. That is the feeling you get. And that is what I want you to adopt. and put a tick mark and go. So I want you to go ahead and practice this. Does anyone have any questions at this stage?
Saud, I
Who
just
is
want
this?
to Srijit.
Yes.
Can we take that 2-second analyzing break after we read the first 2 lines and the last 2 lines and then move to the next paragraph?
Yes, this is what I was adding for the next level. Since you asked me this question, yes, I always want you to think about what you just read. Because you, look, a leader is, he gets the fact, he analyzes. This is how leaders are. Because we want leaders to make decisions, to take us lead. And that is what I want. So once you decide this is important, you got an idea, think about it. Okay, under what category should I put? What headline should I put for this? If you can put an image, just think about an image. Whatever you can do associated with that knowledge, whatever knowledge you have got and decided that it is important, think about it. Put a title to it or a picture. I'll be going more on this memory. You're actually moving into memory right away, but these are the ways how you build up a greater memory. So you have to think about it, and then 2 to 5 seconds. That's it. You appreciate it, you critique it, whatever it is. You have to do something because, as I told you on the first day, left corner is creating. This thing is where you get knowledge, you create it. So I wanted you to make it your own. The moment you make anything your own, it is there for a long time. And I want you to make it your own stuff. And that's how you convert it as your own idea. Because when you get this thing and you just think about it, aha, I can use it over here. I can tell it too. Something will come which will benefit you. And that will inspire you to share it to others or whatever, take action on it. So now what I want you to do is, I want you to read for about 2 minutes. No, we'll do for 1 minute now. Okay, 1 minute, take a pencil, and from wherever you stopped, you say the 3 things. What is this going to give to me? Smile and urgency. And then you start off reading the first 2 lines, last 2 lines, make a decision. When you're making a decision, actually, you're actually taking the thinking. You're thinking about it. Srijit. So basically thinking, if it is valuable, aha, I can use it over here. So think about it. When I say make a decision, if you like it, where can I use it? Good concept. Get some thoughts of your own being created at that moment. Then move to the next. If you are in doubt, you still put a tick mark. If you are sure you want to read it, good. If you're sure it is waste of time, that's when you do not tick. So you are a leader now, reading like a leader. Always for value. Okay? So your time starts for 1 minute, starts now. Stop. Now, did you put a mark of those selected paragraph, guys? I hope you did it, or at least you know which are the important thing which you got value. Now, in the next, I'll give you another 1 minute. You're reading only those selected paragraphs. Your time starts now. Okay, stop. How's the experience, guys?
Srijit here. It's absolute better clarity and full grasp of the content, and no looking back on the trash.
Yes.
Pure cream.
Pure cream, no looking back at the trash. You know, if you say this comment to the author, he'll feel really bad.
Fine.
Okay, so he has put a lot of efforts on that. So yeah, good one. But this is the reality. At the end of the day, you are looking for value, and you're always looking for that. Good. Can I hear from Shiva?
Yeah, it was very much useful because it helps to make a decision very quickly instead of going and reading everything in detail.
Awesome. You know what you're doing, guys, now? You are seeing the author eye to eye. You are giving me value, okay, I'll appreciate you. If you're not giving me value, you're down. I don't care. You're the bestseller. You're good. You come in Oprah. You come in news channels. I don't care about you. The same mindset which we have when we go for shopping. You don't care whether Hrithik Roshan is the ambassador. As long as it makes you feel good, good. I like you. Or else, bullshit. That is where we are now. We have our own opinion, and we are not discounting our past experience. We're approaching in a very tit for tat, equal way. And that is what I want. So now books are not like overwhelming. Books are like this. I can figure it out. I can learn it. You're opening for that because you know the principles. How do I approach? And remember over here, if I and Srijit have to read the same book, since I do not have a medical background, I would be selecting a lot of paragraphs. Srijit will only select few paragraphs. It's all right, because I don't have a medical background to understand that. So as a leader, I'm at this level. Srijit is at this level in medicine. And that is how we need to grow. And when you're making a decision, you are not only just thinking, you're thinking about it, a memory is getting created, and you're also saying, how can I benefit? Where can I add value? Is this really good? The mind is going for my own use, personal use. Before it was like, yeah, good stuff, good stuff, good for us. But when you take something which is beneficial for me, there are more chances of you implementing it. Because you took the time to think, to read, to select. Before you just, no connection at all. Now you're building, it's my stuff. It's something like the same thing which you have a showroom car, the car is same for everyone. But once you just sit on it and you just ride it, it becomes yours. There's a special feeling. You just put your hand and say, yeah, I love this, this is yours. It might be the same thing, but there's something uniqueness in that. And that is what you're doing. Same content, for others there was no value, for you it became a completely different level. Good stuff. Subramaniam, anything to add on? How do you feel?
Yeah, I was able to get what I want rather than choosing everything, every junk, as he said.
Get what I want. Get that 20% fast. That's good. Great. Any other things, guys? Let me go ahead and go to everyone. Roshan, please tell me.
So I could get in helping to create a system that I can read faster, and to comprehensive thinking I can have it. One. Then the other thing is what I understood is the first line of sentence I'll little slow down, then accelerate so that I'll get an idea.
Yes, I will add on that also. But good, you have picked it up. You look, this is how people will pick it up. Good stuff. Okay, what about Mr. Gupta?
Same here. While reading, but in my case, I'm getting a little bit slowed down on the later, and I'm reading it orally. I cannot appreciate what you have told that.
No, I didn't understand. You're slowing down. Okay, then what is happening?
And while reading, what you have told that we have to read the first two and last two lines on the paragraph. So after reading that, I didn't wait for the 2 seconds. I goes on reading, but despite of that, my speed was very slow.
Okay.
I have to practice more and more, I think.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. Okay, so the first thing over here is, guys, if this is a problem you're facing, go slow on the first two lines and the last two lines. Okay, permission granted on that. The next thing what I want you to do is, after that, once you got an idea, समझ में आ गया कि ये क्या चीज है, you know, at the end of the day, if you have understood, it's much easier to zoom up, right? That is what I want. So first two, go slow. Don't go very slow, guys. When I say slow, don't go back to your normal speed. It should be quick, faster. That's the slow definition right now for you. So a bit slow, get an idea, and then zoom it up. You start slow and then zoom again. So what you do, first two lines and the last two lines, this would be a specific practice which I would recommend only for Gupta. For others, if it is working out, great, great. So Gupta, what you need to do is you go slow on the first two lines and the last two lines, okay? Get an idea. And then if you've decided that this is important for me, take it, and then when you come back, start slow, then speed up, then speed up. Is that clear? And do not say that I did not understand. The reason why you're not able to understand is for two reasons. You do not have a background knowledge of that subject. That is the reason it's hard for you to pick it up. That would be the thing. Or you're coming across new vocabulary words. These are the only two things. So when you're coming across new vocabulary words, as I mentioned last time, go slow, immediately next two lines. Understand you have 20 years of experience reading it, you will be able to figure it out. That is the way I want you to approach. if I'm reading Srijit's book, a medical book, you know, the approach I will go ahead is that my father is a doctor, my grandfather is a doctor, I have medical in my blood. I can figure it out. This is how I'll approach. Okay, I understand but can't remember much of the earlier stuff. You're not supposed to remember right now. I want you to understand, Mr. Gupta. For others, they are able to remember. It's okay, but please, let's go in the normal way. If you're not able to remember, no problem. But after you finish the first two lines, please give some more time, 10 seconds. Understanding what you understood. Okay, do not hurry up in your case. I want you to have the fundamentals stronger so that you can grab it like this. And yes, you have to practice more. When others are doing, and look, practice, look, I will, Gupta, I will tell you, look, the people who have practiced have picked up faster. So please make it a priority this week. You're busy, I understand, things come up in life, but do not discount this growth because you do not want to face this problem again. Work will come and go off, but this will stay if you do not make it a priority. You join this program to make an end. So let's remember that. Even if you're not able to do 3 drills, do 1 drill that day and finish it off. Because I want you to move forward fast. Please understand over here, this is for everyone. You join to make a change. Let's speed up that change. Now you got a hook. The change is happening. Let's make it fast. Okay? So now you got a clear understanding of this. Okay, let me hear from Sibi then.
Yeah, the comprehension is improving a lot. I feel much more understanding.
Okay, all right. Guys, are you enjoying to read now?
Yeah, a lot more. When I was practicing the last week drills, I feel that I don't get much of the stuff inside when I'm practicing only speed reading. But now it seems improved a lot.
Yeah, that's what I want. You know, you're just enjoying it because you are approaching the right way. Just like how you're enjoying a movie, that is the thing. I knew someone would say that. Shiva just mentioned it. I do not know if you guys can see that. Shiva just typed it. I wish I have met you much more earlier. You know, most people tell, I wish I knew this thing in school. I would be in a better job right now, they would say. This is what I keep on hearing. You know, that's the reality, guys. I wish we had this stuff in school. I have approached school, but school, they always say we have syllabus so much, we cannot do anything additional. And now Srijit is like it's an addiction. Yes, you just start enjoying it. You know why? Now you have got to know how I can learn anything. You have that confidence that मैं कर लूँगा. If this is not technology, other person to learn about 3 months, I can figure it out in 2 months. You know how you'll approach? You'll go to a book, you'll see the number of pages, and then you'll see, do I know the fundamentals? Is this similar to my last technology? And then you'll time you up. You'll read 1 page, and based on your understanding, you'll time you up. Suppose 1 page is taking about 2 minutes, for example. Then you'll multiply into number of pages. And then you'll calculate, okay, these many hours I need to finish this technology. Then I need to practice. You're very strategic. And then you'll keep some additional buffer time. Okay, I need, something might come up in my life. Okay, I'm a married person, so something will come up, additional time. And then you're like, okay, I need about 24 hours or 48 hours, I can finish it off. That's how you're so efficient now.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, that's really nice. So Roshan was, so you were from my previous list. Okay, that's good. So that is something which I really wanted you to understand. So you are approaching in a very strategic as a leadership. That is what I want. At the end of the day, no one will stop you. Trust me, Do you feel that you will ever become a jobless person if your current job goes out of the market? You know, you never get that feeling again. Like, I can figure it out. I can do it off. Rather than, oh my God, if job is not there, I have to learn. I cannot learn. You are setting barriers. All right, good. I just enjoyed today's session a lot. So we got the performance. This is every time I do the batch on the third day is like positive energy, a lot of it. On the first week is a lot of pushing, and then, okay, how was Wednesday's message for you guys? Did it help you to? Did it push you a bit to practice?
It was like a jet propulsion. Srijit here.
Yeah.
It was just like a jet propulsion. We are not moving. We started moving after that.
Good. Yeah, Shiva became quite serious. I saw the email request coming up and I was like quite happy with that. And that is the reason why I do the recording also for limited time. You know, that's when you become serious. I'm losing out. I better be there. This is how human beings are. So we had to work out with how human beings are. And if you had to go through this for a 2-day program, poof, from Monday onwards, tuss. And this is what would happen. All right, good. All right. So now what we'll do is, let's see. Yes, here I'm struggling with time. Let's make sure it is a priority because it's important, Mr. Gupta. You came for a change. Let's make sure you end this problem. That is the main thing. Okay? You need support. I'm always there. Remember that. You need to take that efforts to make it a higher priority. I'll give you a strategy today on how do you select the book and what way you can make sure you're self-motivated. I'll do it at the later. So this is a special bonus which I'm doing it after I finish today's session. Okay, good. So here is the thing, okay? So let's start with today's drill. So the speed reading drill, okay, have you started the drill? Okay, yeah, I want you to go to the next comprehension mastery is the power of anticipation, which has already been built up in you right now. What is it all about? Okay, and you know what happens? You build up a concept in your mind, and then as you're reading it, as you read the whole paragraph again, and when whatever you thought was the same thing, you feel good about yourself. I know it. Just by reading 2 lines, I can figure it out. You're feeling empowered. And that is what I want. So a lot of things are happening to build up that engagement and lifting you up. High. And that is what I want. You know what will happen? The first thing is, you will guess what the author is saying within 2 or 3 lines. So your author is your buddy now. You know it. You know the structure, how he writes the chapters. So you know it in advance. Well, the rest of others are reading the whole thing and you're like, this is what it is. Whether it's a report, whether it's a functional spec, whatever it is, you will be able to figure it out much faster. Second, I want you to focus on the nouns and the verbs. Because the noun and the verbs is the main message which is leaking out. So I was just reading right now as you were practicing, I came across few nouns like people's names. When people's names come, please slow down a bit and think about shortcuts. You don't have to remember the complex name as you're reading. If it is David Beckham, okay, yeah, put him in the picture and then read it. Whoever you can associate at that very moment, make sure you associate it. If it is a big word, break it down. Break it down like Dave. Whatever, Elizabeth, Queen, yeah. Bring those characters over there and then continue. Do not stop yourself or slow down reading the whole new word. When I'm talking about pronouns, I'm also when I'm talking about nouns could be a new complex word, a terminology which is used in your office. which you do not know. The platform talks about a new terminology which you have no idea. So just make it cut short based on how does it sounds like, what it could be. Make it short. You know, when you do this, you are having control of all that new stuff. When you come across and start to pronounce the word, you're going like, oh my God, an alien. You're treating it as an alien out of your comfort, your zone. But when you break it down and you connect with whatever you know to that word, he's your buddy now. He's under your control. And that is what I want. But if you have to speak to him, you can just read the word and tell it out. It's okay. The later part, you can pronounce the exact name. But when you are reading, you need to make it your own as quickly as possible. So this is what I wanted to share with you, because it's important, because many people slow down, a complex word comes, they're going into pronunciation, all that. It's an alien at that moment. When anything is alien, it becomes hard. So you break that alien into bits, and whichever bit is, you're able to connect it with the way it sounds, with the way it could be, you make it your own, and then you move forward. That's a powerful thing which I wanted to share over here, so that we do not slow down ever. And as you go through this anticipation, you are asking questions based on that particular topic. You're having a conversation based on that. Suppose that our object is talking about, if I'm reading about sales, it's talking about rapport building. I'm only talking about rapport. How do I build a rapport? What other questions can I ask to build up a rapport? You're only thinking about rapport. You're not thinking about sales. How do I present? All that. Once you got to know it's about rapport, you're thinking, okay, this is one technique, another technique. Only rapport thoughts are coming up. Because once you take that 2 to 5 seconds break, okay, you will be thinking rapport. How can I build up rapport with that person, that client? Okay, I'm not able to get that sales. You're thinking like that. At that moment, only rapport. Next paragraph, something else, only those questions are coming up, and that's when you get the real good comprehension. You pull out comprehension, the key comprehension. So always have anticipation. Now, I don't want you to go in like, how do I do it? It comes natural. Don't even think like, so how will it? Once you're in the zone, you will start to get everything in one shot. The main thing over here would be the nouns and the verbs. So slow down over there, so that's when the real meaning is coming out. So I have broken it down so that you get to know why am I feeling good? Why is this comprehension coming up? Is this because of these reasons? Okay, I just love to deconstruct, because when you deconstruct anything, you might use the same deconstruction in some other situation in your life. That is what I want. At the end of the day, I want to transform, help this thing in your life, because this completely gave me a new life. More money, more respect, more opportunities to build rapport with directors. It was great. So it changed my life. So this concepts are something from my life I take and I bring it into reading. Okay, good stuff. All right, so let's move on to the speed test. Let's do the speed test. We haven't done the speed test since morning, so I'll time you up. In this speed test, I'm just trying to see if you're able to get, you just do it 1 minute reading like this, okay? We're not going into comprehension test at this moment, but let's see if comprehension will pick up, because you already have been reading the same content. But let's see how many words per minute are we. And your times. So wherever you stop, please continue from there itself. And your time starts now. Start. All right, stop. Go ahead and count the number of lines you read, the number of words. All right. Okay. Okay. Gupta, good from 250 to 232, 350 Roshan, 550, 560. Good. Good stuff. Good. Good. All right. Good, guys. All right. Now let's start off with this week's drill. Everyone, give a round of applause for Mr. Roshan, okay? First time crossing. Mr. Roshan, 560. Congratulations, Roshan. What's happening with Srijit? Srijit is on his way to make a recording, I guess. I don't mind having a good success story going to the Guinness Book Record with a higher speed. That's nice. Good. Remember, Srijit is a medical student. He has been reading a lot of medical stuff. So that is his background. So I will not consider everyone to go ahead with this. No competition. So we should always appreciate from people coming from different backgrounds. Okay. Great. Congratulations, Srijit. Quite happy with you. Your performance is really good. How do you feel, Srijit, by the way?
It's great going on with me. I can't explain it's how good to feel. It's too good. Means I don't know. Means I could read much more books and journals by this speed. If I had met you earlier, yeah, quote.
In quote. Okay, no problem. Never the late. We're always there. Good stuff. So now what I want you to do is, this week's drill is different. This week we're concentrating on speed as well as comprehension. Speed, comprehension should go like this. Okay? So what I want you to do is, here is the thing. So first we read, okay, let me just go back over here. Okay, no, we have some more stuff, sorry. So over here, okay, I want to give you an activity before I just give out this thing. Okay, guys, do you want to get to know yourself how good you are? You already got to know how good you are, but now I want to make sure we do an activity where the speed drops down and the comprehension goes up. The goal is to make you realize how good your brain is and then how good you are. Okay, so here's the activity. So what I want you to do is, I want you to open the book and then turn it upside down. Turn it upside down, and then you're reading from right to left, bottom to above, bottom to top. So it is like this. We normally read from left to right. Now right to left from the bottom. And then you're going like this, and then you're going from bottom to top. And I want you to go ahead and try it out and see, are you, the goal over here for this activity is just to identify, am I able to pick up comprehension or not?
Saud, it's Srijit here. Can you just explain the procedure once more?
Yes, I want you to turn the book first upside down. Then you have to read from right to left, bottom to top. The bottom is the new bottom. When you turn the book, that bottom I'm talking about. So
the
I
book is
first,
upside turned, right?
yes, it is like this first.
It's ulta.
Ulta.
Yeah. Okay.
And then niche aa jao, come to the bottom, and then read from right to left, and then go up on the top like this, right to left, right to left, right to left, right to left, right to left.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to do this. Now your brain gets confused. That's good. I want your brain to get confused a bit, but then it will start picking it up.
Okay.
And that's what I want to happen. So here you'll realize how you're able to get your comprehension built up. It's okay if it takes more time than normal. It's all right. I'm not considering the time at all. It's just that how your brain can pick it up. Characters which are ulta, your brain can figure it out. When the characters are like this, how fast can it do? That is what we're trying to find out. Okay? So go ahead. I'll time you up for any questions.
Shall it be a new page or a previous?
New page. Go for new page. Okay, and your times, practice for 1 minute. Let's see what happens. Okay, and your time starts now. Start, guys. Try to figure it out, guys. Continue to read. Continue to read, guys. Welcome, Pramod. I hope everything is good. Continue to read. All right, now stop. How was the experience, guys?
I think the script looked like Russian language.
Look like Russian. Good. You know why the main task, the reason why I did this activity for you guys? To make sure that you don't go back to word by word reading. How bad it is now that you're into that Zoom. How bad it is.
You pulled us down.
Yes. Because South will not be there always in front of you. Every Wednesday, you might not get a motivation video from me. And that is what I want to make sure. That never to go back at any cost. You got to know how your brain is, how fast you are. But sometimes a new language, something new comes, tuss, there's a chance. Technical, tuss. It's technical, man. I have to know it. Go down. Please do not go with that attitude. You are a speed readers. You're much better. You got to know where your caliber is. That is where you have to always go in. Do I get a yes that you will not do this?
Yes, never, ever.
Yes, that is what I want to hear. I want to hear from everyone. Is it like Sanyas, Dekhte Hain Chaud? I don't want that. Because I want you to be committed, because this is something which is important. You go back, for some reason, something will happen. New language, technology, language, Chinese, whatever it is. You're not going to go down. This is the thing. It takes time, it's irritating, it is boring. Now you are feeling, the brain has been feeling all this time, but you have never listened to the brain. You're like, shh, this is the way I have been taught in school, this is how I'll read. You better help me out. Now you're listening to the brain, understood how the brain is, how huge capacity it has, how good it is. Make sure we have this consistency. Okay? Pramod, there's nothing to worry about it. You can just go and see the recording. But it was a really good activity. I just want to make sure that people realize how good they are, even you. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I missed a lot today.
No problem. Okay, guys, let's go from some action now. Yes. Today I want to add up a new reading push so that it really helps you up. This is called as a balancing in orange. So that there's 3 pre-reading. As you already know, there was the smile, there was the statement, what is this topic going to give to your name, and then there was urgency. Now, another thing which I want to add up is, I just want you to imagine you have an orange. And I think so it is great to imagine if we can have Shiva demonstrate it. So he'll show you exactly what happens. So I'll just give you a demo here. So just imagine an orange and you're placing it center of your head. And you're trying to balance it. So I'm just joking, Shiva, okay? So you just imagine there is an orange. Guess what happens? Your head, your neck, your back is straight. Automatically it becomes straight. If you just imagine there is an orange on my head, you are straight. And that is how I want you to approach. If you're reading, you're bending like this, not like this, not putting your head like this. Because when you do this, the air does not go to your lungs and expands. We need more air because a lot of work has been done by the brain. So when you do this, your chest is open, more air going up, the lungs are getting filled up. Over here is like this, and you have an hedge over here. So never go like this indeed. If you're going, you're bending like this. Neck, little bit like this is okay, but mostly you're pushing like this. That is how I want your head, your neck, your back in a straight way. Because guys, we are here to become efficient. We invest 10 minutes. Let's make it the right 10 minutes so that we completely get hooked up into reading. No 5 minutes of here, this thing, that thing, stretching. Let's not waste time on that. Let's sit in the right position so that we are able to absorb faster and finish it off and move further. Is that clear, guys? This is another reading push which I want to share with you.
I have a doubt, South. Like,
yes.
Can we just bend our head, or otherwise our eyes should be like at 45 degrees like this?
Yeah, sure. I told you, right? Your head can be going like this a bit. It's okay. But not like this. People may actually go like this. Their back is like this. The head is like this more. So when you do like this, okay. This head like this is okay. The neck can be moved. but the back neck, yeah, this is better. So it's like this. But the back is straight. The most important thing is the back should be straight, guys. When you make a hedge like this, you become bored. And I don't want you to go into that state, because that will really lead to distraction, and you want to come out of it, the reading zone. That's important. Okay, at this stage, no, I'll do it in the, tomorrow I'll add this, but right now, so we have 4 things right now for the pre-reading. First is the smile, second is the statement, third is the urgency, and then the position. Yes. So Pramod, I'm not able to get the process. It's, okay, Pramod, just imagine you're putting an orange in your head and just try to balance it. How will you feel? Yes, that is the position, yes, on the center of your head. So you feel straight, right? Then, if there is no table, you take the book and you keep it like this. But I'd always recommend you have a table to place. So when you place the table like this, you go like this. And then you can bend your neck like this. It's okay. But don't go like this. You don't fall your shoulders like this and yeah. You know what? Don't do that. Be in that position. That is important. And guys, one thing you should understand. Now you are introducing a new change in your life. Be aware for how many minutes will you be active. For few people, when they sit down to read, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Be aware. Don't think speed reading that I can read for 2 hours, 1 hour. No. That thing never happens, and never do it. Once you have read how much can you take it? Don't make it like 20 minutes itself. For people, it depends. There are other things. Once you have finished reading, you know what you need to do? You need to close the book, put a marker, and move out of that area. Please don't stay in the same area and start watching or Facebooking over there. Please don't do it. You have to walk away from that. If it is a break, please respect it. Go in the washroom and open your Facebook and sit down over there, but not in your place where in front of the table. A break has to be a break, because trust me, it works a lot. Sitting over there, again, you cannot come in that zone because it becomes a bit hard when it comes to reading. You can watch in that same sitting and watch again, but when it comes to reading, we need to change the state and then come back. It's more powerful. Okay? Respect your breaks. Breaks means moving out from that area, your reading area, your table, wherever it is, and stretching and moving away and coming back. This is something which I want you to practice. All right. How is it going on, guys, today's session?
Fabulous.
Good?
Great.
Okay, good. I like it. Okay, now let's go to the drills. This is the fun part because I just enjoy. I guess these are my best drills. The second week drill is really the best one, but we have something special coming up also. Okay, here it is. So what I want you to do is for 1 minute. Great, thank you very much, Roshan. So for 1 minute, you have to read the zoom technique. What is the zoom technique? Is read the headlines, read the first 2 lines of each paragraph. First two lines in the 1 minute. That's all you're doing. Okay, so I want you to try it out now, then I will tell it. That's much better. So let me go ahead and start off. So new chapter, guys, wherever you stopped, that's from there we begin. Okay, over here. Okay, for Mr. Gupta, you can go a bit slow if you want over here. But others, please use the speed reading technique itself, tapping or visual pacer. The goal over here is to get an idea what it could be. Rough idea, a higher level. That is what I want. Hierarchy. On your marks, get set, go. Only the first 2 to 3 lines of each paragraph. Stop. All right. Now come back to the first paragraph where you read. Okay. So now you have got an idea. Some idea. The next thing, you'll read for 3 minutes. So what will you do in this 3 minutes? There's one thing is I want you to read the first paragraph fully. Okay. You're not skipping anything. I give you permission to read the first one or first two, full paragraph. Then you use the first line and the last line. You read that from the third paragraph, you read the first 2 lines and the last 2 lines and make a decision. Important, not important. Important, select it and then move to the next paragraph, first line, last line. Important, unimportant. Think about it. Important, unimportant. That's it. You're just important or unimportant. Where will I use all that? No need to think right now. Important, not important. Put a tick mark. If it is important, if you're in doubt, you put a tick mark. Unimportant, no need. That is what you're doing for this 3 minutes. So you start by reading the first paragraph or the second paragraph fully. And then from the third or from the second paragraph, you decide first 2 lines or last 2 lines. So what is happening over here, guys? I want to explain to you right now so that it becomes much easier. You are building a stronger foundation of comprehension. By reading the first paragraph, you're getting more idea. Then you are becoming to decision maker. So that's what I want you to do. So your time starts. Is it clear, guys? Everyone, anyone has any doubts?
No, we have to read the paragraph which we have read already.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going in 1 minute. You read, right, those paragraphs. Now you're coming back and you're reading. You're not starting something new. It's the same old 1 minute reading, the Zoom comprehension which we applied. So from there, you're reading the first paragraph completely or the first 2 paragraphs completely. It depends. It's completely up to you. Then you use the using visual pacer or tapping technique, whichever you're comfortable with. Then you're using the first line, last line, making a decision, important, unimportant, important, tick mark. Then moving to the next paragraph, first line, last line, tick mark, no tick mark. And that's how you're continuing to read in this 3 minutes. Clear, guys? Okay, good. So now your time starts now. Start. Remember to do the 3 statements, guys. Continue to read, guys. One more minute. Last 10 seconds. And stop. I hope you have marked the selected paragraphs which you want to read. Now come back, turn back from where we started this 3-minute reading. Now what we do is we read the selected paragraph for 2 minutes. And what happens after you read each paragraph, please think about it for about 5 seconds. Looking at that paragraph and think about it. Where can I apply? How is it? Whatever you can apply for yourself. What is the learning I got from this? Did I make a right decision selecting this paragraph? Put your thoughts into it. Okay? So yes, in this 2 minutes, if you have finished reading, suppose you selected only 3 paragraphs in this 2 minutes, spend more time on thinking. Where can I apply? Did I make a right decision? How can I improve myself? So please don't sit idle once you're done. It's always good time to think about the application to make the process much better. So now I will time you up for 2 minutes. So you start from the beginning, and whichever paragraphs you selected, you're going to read only those selected paragraphs. And your time, I hope no one has any questions over here.
It's me, Srijit. We should have to read the selected paragraphs, right? Or
full
of the selected paragraphs.
Yeah. All right. Chalo. On a mark, get set, go. Start, guys. Please make sure you're erect. Your sitting position is erect. Balance the orange. Pramod, you can bend a bit front. Don't do like this, because the more the distance, the text becomes smaller. So if you can bring the book closer, or else you bend closer. Last 20 seconds. Okay, stop. So now you got an idea what I selected. Did I select the right thing? Did I select the wrong thing? Did I get valuable stuff? All that. Now what I want you to do is, for the next 2 minutes, I want you to only think about, reflect on your reading. You're just thinking, because right now you are moving into implementation. We have read, we have understood. Now, implementation. So the time starts now. For 2 minutes, just think about your implementation. Whatever I learned, did I make the right thing? See the paragraphs. And let's make sure it was, any improved strategies do we need? It's more about thinking, reflecting. I spent about 2 to 3 minutes. Was it worth? Congratulations. Pramod says his words are 900 words per minute. I need to check on that still. But good, whatever it is. So, but I timed you up for 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, so it's 100, so it's 300 words per minute. That means 900 in 3 minutes. So in 1 minute, it's 300. Good. So just reflect on what you have invested on, the time on this book. That is where I want you to be. Last 10 seconds. All right, now it's time. Okay, good. So how was the drill, guys? Tell me. What did you learn from this drill? Tell me your feedback first. I want to hear from everyone. Subramanian first.
Yeah, I was able to, and coincidentally, I was reading a chapter which says, "What's in it for me?" So it conveyed the same meaning, like "What's in it for me?"
But the better version is, "What is in it for Subramanian?"
Yeah.
That's stronger one.
Yeah.
In it, me is like, we just leave it down, bring it down.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anything you want to add on? Okay, let's hear it from Mr. Shiva, since I see you in line.
I saw, till now, whatever the chapters we studied from morning, so overall, like you said, there are few things which gets repeated in the next chapter. So that is what I observed. And regarding the comprehension, we will get the comprehension, the clarity of the comprehension when we just read the first two and the last two lines itself. So many of the things which are in the middle it is just like repeated, and they are like few simple words which even if we skip, it doesn't matter.
Yes. Good. All right. Thank you. Mr. Roshan.
So these paragraphs connects information to prior knowledge to build some curiosity about the new topic, which I could analyze on that. And I think just more than a common sense, where I was unable to do it. And the book which I was reading was actually meaning to me. This is the one.
Okay.
Good to great.
Good to great. Good stuff. Can I hear from Mr. Gupta?
Yeah, apart from that, what Shiva sir told. Um, Earlier, whenever I used to read, I have to read due to my exams or anything else. I have certain purposes for that I have to read. But once I read and think of that, whatever I have read and started getting it into मतलब कैसे उसको अपने लाइफ में उसको एक्शन में लाना है, तो वो सब जैसे सोचा तो ऑटोमेटिक वो चीजें मैंने जो पढ़ा वो रिमेम्बर कर पाया मैं, मतलब आई
Sure.
कैन रिलेट मोर इजीली.
You're taking ownership over here. This is
Yes.
what's the best part. You're
Yes.
taking it as my stuff now.
Yes.
That is what you're doing. That's the powerful. This is the fundamental for memory, guys. I haven't gone to memory, but you have already jumped into it. That's great. Good. Thank you. Can I hear from Mr. Pramod? I know you. I want to know from this drill. How was the experience?
Hello. No, sir, actually, the thing is, I am missing a lot of stuff over here.
Okay. All right.
Then I will get the clear picture of exactly.
Okay. Sure. No problem. Okay. Let me hear from Mr. Sibi. I like the name Sibi.
Yeah, the experience was very good, especially when we think about uh, what we read for 2 minutes, something. We can relate more to ourselves and think about the application part of it, where we can use it and what we can do with the thing. It's like we can. It's like a distilled knowledge of the book we're getting.
Yes. Application. Now you're moving into the implementation. That is the reason why we pick up books, right? To apply. And I want you to go into that. So good. Thank you. And what about Mr. Srijit?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me.
It was 5 minutes of total reading with the means 3 minutes of first two lines and then the last two lines and then the summary of each and every important paragraphs. So it was approximately a 5 minutes task, right?
No, it was about the 1 plus 3 plus 2. 6 minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes, right? So this complete 6 minute task, it was the summary of around 1211 words for me and not dragging me up.
Mhm.
And then I had taken out the summary of the important paragraphs.
Good.
That's the final means. Means a 6 minute task of 1200 words and just complete summary of the important things. That's it, finished. And
Awesome.
I need not go back further to revise all those what I had read previously.
That's the best part about this. So in this drill, it's all about the reading goes increasing, the comprehension builds up, and then the memory is also coming. And that is what I want. So that you feel that I am efficient. You're doing it one shot, everything. So that's the reason I say this is my best drill. So I want you to go ahead and practice it. Today itself, you can start practicing it, or else you can go ahead and do it. So I just want to know how many of you are reading a new book for this week? How many of you are going to pick up a new book to read? Is it the same book you're reading or a new book? How many of you are reading new books?
I will pick up a new book, Mr. Sibi.
Sibi will pick up because he has finished. Okay, Subramaniam will also pick up. What about others? Anyone else?
And I will have to pay become the new book.
Srijit here.
Okay, Srijit, yes.
Yeah, I'll finish off my present book this week for sure.
Okay, all right, good.
I'll pick up the new book.
Okay, all right, pick up a new book. All right, good. So tomorrow I'll be telling you about a strategy to get back that interest on how do you pick up a new book for yourself. Okay, I'll tell you about a strategy tomorrow because I want to make sure that you take a right decision, and that's important. on real facts, which you are 100% sure why I selected this book. Okay, that is the reason. I'll be sharing that thing tomorrow. So this is the thing. So guys, so today what I want you to do is today, this thing you can start from Monday onwards, but it's up to you. If you're really in full josh, go ahead and practice today itself. But I will definitely send you the recording with this new drill for you. So let me just go ahead and share the drill with you guys. Okay, we have, yes. So this is what you're going to do, okay? So this will be the new drill. So you'll read for 1 minute using the Zoom comprehension technique. That means you're reading two lines. The heading, the two lines for 1 minute. Next, you're reading for 3 minutes. So you read the first 2 paragraphs, first 1 to 2 paragraphs, okay? I need to change this. So 1 to 2 paragraph, okay? You're going to read it fully, and then you're going to read the first line and the last line and select the paragraph which are important. Then for the next 2 minutes, you're trying to read the selected paragraph. And after each paragraph, 5-second break to get more clarity on the comprehension. And then 2 minutes, you're reflecting upon it. So basically what is happening over here is, I forgot, so it's total about 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 minutes actually. So you're doing an 8-minute session. One drill is considered as 8 minutes. So once you do, you're typing in done, done, done. And before that, there's a speed drill. So in this speed drill, as you can see, Ajay, the previous batch has done it. I also want you to type in how much is your comprehension after that. In the first speed drill, as well as in the second speed drill, you can say 50% or 10%, whatever it is. You have understood your speed test. Here you'll have good comprehension for sure, but here you're just reading, timing up and reading. So when you time up in the speed test, you can start off slowly and then you can increase the speed. This is one thing I would suggest. Is that clear, guys? Was I clear? I'll be sending you this for this week's drill. This is the pattern which you'll be following. So each set will be for about 8 minutes. 8 into 3 is how much? 24. Yeah, 24 minutes. You can do 5-set drill. It's up to you guys, but I want to make sure that you do at least 3 sets. Please make a priority. You saw yourself, you saw your colleagues, how they have performed. Let's make sure we are in that high level zone, because that's when you get more creativity. You feel awesome to yourself.
South, I have a question. Srijit here.
Yes, tell me.
How do we do the drills over here? Means the drill comprises of all the 8 minutes, or how is it? I'm not able to.
Okay, so what you do first is, okay, let me go back to my sheet. Desktop. Okay, so what you're doing is, first is you do a test, 1 minute test.
1 minute, yeah.
Yes. In this 1 minute test, I would recommend you have to read the whole paragraph. You're not skipping anything now. Okay. So you start slowly and then you pick it up. This is how you can do it, or else you can read faster using the left hand. Okay, visual pacer or the tapping technique. So once you have put your score over here, next is the drill.
Yeah.
So what is the drill? You read for 1 minute, Zoom technique. That is 2 to 3 lines of each paragraph. So once you've finished that 1 minute, then from where you stop, that's where you begin.
Okay.
From where you stop the speed reading test, from there you begin. You read for 1 minute, then come back. Then time yourself for 3 minutes. So what you do, you read the first paragraph or till the second paragraph fully, and then you read from the third paragraph or the second paragraph, first 2 lines, last 2 lines, and mark it up.
it's a new paragraph. Means not that 1 minute paragraph.
1 minute से ही शुरू करना है, फिर से 1 minute, because you
Okay.
have, it's like I got an overview idea what it is, then you're going detail, and then you're going more detail. This is how it is.
So I'll covering up means I'll finish off the contents in that 1 minute content is also covered up in this.
Yes,
3 minutes.
in 3 minutes you covered more. You're going more
exactly.
than.
I'll cross it off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in this 3 minute you'll do that, and then again you'll turn back. In this 2 minute you'll only read those selected paragraph.
Okay.
And then what is the thing? After reading each paragraph, you take a 5 minute, 5 seconds, 10 seconds break.
Yeah, fine.
What did I understood? And then another 2 minutes, you open the book and just see. You basically evaluating yourself. Did I spend my time right? Did I select right paragraph? What did I learn? How can I apply? These are where you're answering questions. And if you're feeling, no, I selected wrong, that means you have to do a next time, select the right paragraph. So you'll improve yourself.
Fine. And then this completely
3 sets.
Yeah.
You do 3 sets. And then again, final, you do a speed test again to find out how is my speed, and then also put a comprehension based on your 1 minute reading.
Okay, means that's completely from a new.
Yes, new. Wherever you stop the 3 minute, from there you start the 1 minute.
Okay, fine.
All right.
It's clear for me.
It's clear. Anyone has any questions? Shoot me if you have any questions. Yes, the bonus was basically about choosing the right book. Shiva, I will be giving it tomorrow, so that from Monday onwards you have to do the reading. So that's the reason. So that is what I want to give you the bonus. Okay, good. What else? Anyone? Okay, so what are the best takeaway from today's session? Just go ahead and type in, guys. If you want to type in, you can go ahead and type in. Let me see your face. Post. Okay, comprehension part increase. Okay, good. Awesome. Awesome, good. Okay, guys, this is how it is. I just want you to rate today's session from 0 to 10. Please go ahead and put a score and send it to me. Today's session, 0 to 10. Be honest, and if you can give a reason also, it would be good. Okay, reason, if there's something additional if you want it, so that I can make up for tomorrow. All right, awesome. Guys, okay, I just had one question from someone, so I just wanted to share with you. Would you feel comfortable to have, since I'm taking both your weekends, Saturday and Sunday, would it be better if I made it instead of 3 weeks, 6 weeks? Like I only use one Saturday and Sunday, you can go out and you can have your own time.
No, this is fine.
This is fine for you. I just want to know your views on it. Do you want like a 6-week program where, because I'm taking away your whole weekend, morning weekend, I would say that.
But we are learning, right?
Yeah, I know you're learning, but sometimes something might come up, right? It's like the whole week you're doing your work, and then again in the morning you should wake up early, have the breakfast fast, and sit down for this. So someone just asked me that if you can have it more time. So I just want to put it across to you guys. Let's see a poll. How many are saying yes? If you want 6 weeks, message me 6 weeks. If you want 3 weeks, message me 3 weeks. I want to see the poll. And let's be very practical. If you're okay with 3 weeks, let's go with 3 weeks. It means for the next batch. This week is only 3 weeks. I'm not extending. Okay, we see. Okay. Everyone take part on this, please. I want to make sure I am.
I didn't get any poll.
No poll. We're not doing poll. Just put in the chat box. Just type in the
Okay.
chat box because I have to make the poll actually.
Oh, okay. But what I feel is, if you're going for 6 weeks, you can go on Sunday, because for me, I have office on Saturday. I have taken half a day leave. So if you're planning for 6 weeks, it's better to go on Sunday. And if we go for 6 weeks, we will have more time to practice in between. That will be added advantage for the if we go for 6 weeks.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Sunday 6
Because
weeks.
if we are doing in 3 weeks, we will not lose the momentum. We'll finish it in of like an half a time.
Okay. All right. That's a good feedback. Thanks, Q. And one more thing is, I'm planning to go completely online and come live once a week. So it will be like once you enroll into the program, immediately you get this the first module that will be the last Saturday session, and then I will come live to answer your questions in that week. Is that something interesting for you, or would you want a live session only? I just want to know.
No, I personally prefer live session, because whenever in live session only we will get interaction. You keep calling everyone so that they don't feel bored, and some may feel sleepy, some may get distracted if it is not live. That's what I feel.
Okay. No, if I just make it, once you enroll, immediately you get a recording of the a 10 minute recording, about 5 recordings like that. And then in the weekend, so basically people, once they enroll, they immediately have something to go through it. And then I come live on the weekend and have a coaching kind of thing, just to summarize, just to make sure that everything is going on, explaining them in about 1 or 2 hours. So that is where I'm just thinking, so that if they know what it is they're learning and they come with really good questions to me. I'm just thinking in that way. Does that sound good? Tell me your opinion.
But Srijit here, but this interactive session, I don't think that you should stop. It's too good. Last week I missed it, and tomorrow also I have my ICU duty, so I won't be able to attend. But this interaction session is too good, so I don't think we should discontinue this one. It's far better. Otherwise, it's like quite monotonous and dialectic. That lecture is being given by somebody and people won't follow. That push thing won't be there. Competition motive won't be.
Good, because the problem with this is, Srijit, like, look, you joined in long back and you had to wait till October 6th. So immediately once you pay, you want to join and get to know, right? Because you're in that Josh. And you immediately get that module, and then I'll come in that week, or I'll start on one particular day, like October 6th se hi main shuru karunga mera live session. So you know it, and then you're like prepared and you come to me. So that's what I'm thinking over here, because few people, they're like waiting since long time, because every month I do it. So that's the reason I'm telling. So tell me.
So actually, this both the ideas are good, because few people want to start immediately when they enroll.
Yeah.
And the thing is, only if they are committed, it will work. Or else if they just listen for 15 minutes and then get distracted, go for a break, or get into some other work, and then again come back and they play the recorded video, that might not work for them. And live will work much better than that, but still it depends upon how they take. But both the ideas will work.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, once you enroll, first module will be released, and then on that particular day I'll come, and then we'll have again the same thing, but in more interactive and different flavor, so that so people get that flavor if they missed out, and they have a backup already in hand. So that is the reason why I was thinking if I can approach that. And then I'm thinking of having it in like 6 weeks, so that I don't eat up your whole Saturday kind of thing, or a Sun. So only about 2 hours I take it. It's shorter. Go there, answer your questions, elaborate on things, and we move on further. Is that a good idea, guys?
No, actually 3 weeks is good because we
3
will be
weeks.
we will be in a continuous mode, so which will help us to get on a track very soon. If it is 6 weeks, then people might ignore in between that we have time for 6 weeks. We will do. They'll start postponing the things.
Valid point. That's valid. So for me, I wanted 6 weeks, but then someone just told that I have to go some marriage here and there. So I felt that I'm eating away their weekend. So that's the reason I felt like I need to share this.
Marriage will happen even without our presence, but this thing will not happen.
Okay, that's a good point. So nice. What about you, Subramaniam? Anything to add on? What do you feel?
As Shiva said, 3 weeks is fine because when the fire is there, we like to get move on. If it is delayed, we get diverted and it will not be a success. So it's 3 weeks. We will be quick, and also, as you said, it's speed reading, so we should be quick.
Okay, good. Pramod?
Firepower will not be there. So 3 weeks is fine. I can say 3 weeks is fine.
Okay. Would you want once you enroll, do you want the first module to be released, the recording to be released, and then I come on the Saturday and then we have a brush up? How is that?
See, if you are going for live session and live session, it would be fine because anything we will be in touch. See, most of the time what happens, even if we are seeing the recording, so I don't think you can say I'm not talking about others, but yes, 90% people will just ignore that things and they will not prepare themselves.
Because I don't want the live to go away. Live will always be there, but few people, because they have to wait for a longer time to join in live. So I want to release one module for them, and they watch it, they start practicing, and then I come on that particular day and brush it up again. It is much faster, and then move on. So
it will be fine. But thing is, everybody have the news, so I can't say anything. But yes, it will be great.
Okay, good. So,
you can get a proper feedback only once you experiment this.
Yeah, I want to actually experiment this because a few people told me that we have to wait for such a long time, and I felt bad about that actually. So that's the reason. So let me just try it out and let me see if it is going on, because I see a lot of value coming up with this live session interaction. So an interaction and the recording for a limited time. So that really makes people and do it. So that's good. Okay, guys, good stuff. I really enjoyed today's session. Third day is something that I really am like on the high in coaching you guys. So good. If you can practice, go ahead and practice. I will be sending you the recording, Pramod, not to worry about it. And then even the drill for this week, you can start off from today also. But by Monday, please make sure. Okay, another thing. Is there any way you want me to motivate and make sure those tables get filled up? I do not want like last week, the tables need to fill up. We have to practice. If you don't practice, it becomes waste, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Just we require a motivation.
What do you want? You want to, my team will be behind you, but I don't want you like, oh my God, this guy is calling me. I don't want to pick up.
No, it's not good.
So it's all for you guys because you came here, because I know how human beings are. Yes. So I will make sure some new creative ways. Right. So
no, actually, when Syed calls, when he gives a call and if you're not still done right, it really makes you guilty that, what to answer. So that at least that point pushes you to do the things.
Yeah, that's a kind of motivation.
Okay, good. I'll tell this thing to Syed. That's good. He's doing a good job then. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
First send a SMS and then after that you can call. That's what I did.
Okay. So that's the reason we will send you a WhatsApp message first, and then at night before 9, if you don't get anything, we'll definitely give you and we only give a call for people who have not done it. Okay, it's not for everyone the same thing. So that's how it is. We check and then we do it. And please make it a priority. It's important. Right now you are in that zone. Make sure you do it. And that's the reason I've taken this 3 weeks, so that you practice whatever you learn and see the change. All right, guys, anything you want to say? Any comments?
Yeah, I have one thing to add. You said you would like to release first module of the training. Releasing the entire module, you can release some little short techniques like tapping techniques or visual pager, some 1 or 2 techniques that I have seen some of that in your Facebook page. Release that sort of stuff to the uh, participants, those who enrolled, it would be better rather than releasing the entire module.
No, I want to go in sequence. If I go like this, then the second week would be based on speed reading. So if I have to release, it will be only the first module about mindset and then go ahead. So it should be in sequence order, I feel, because at the end of the day, I'll tell you the example which I told in the webinar. Few months back, I met my friend who had bought a new cycle, a mountain bike. And he came and he showed me his bike. He took me to his house and he showed everything. He had invested more than 90,000, something like that plus. And he told me, Saud, you know what? I got my friend who has come from US and he gave me a training, how to change the gears and everything. And I'm really excited. Next week, I'm driving, I'm going to Nandi Hills in Bangalore. I'm joining the club and all that. And I was like very happy for him because he's taking a first, he was coached from an expert who drives, and from the US he is, and he has got it. Techniques were shown. He took a round in his house also. All that thing happened. But when the coming weekend came, something came up in his life and he just left that thought of going for cycling. So it's not about techniques, it's all about mindset first. Making it a priority, important. Then the techniques will follow. So for me, it's all about, if I lose interest, the statements I need to say so that I'm back on track. That is where I need to focus on. So for me, I feel that is more important. The techniques are not that powerful thing. You know it, you'll do it, but you'll never do it. That kind of thought comes up. So that's the reason I am more into mindset and then the techniques. So I hope this satisfies you, because this is how I learned, I've discovered the best way to make adults work. For kids, it's okay, but for adults, we need to be very creative.
Okay, but one thing I would like to say, like if you're joining a gym without the personal coach, you will not survive for long. That's what, like, if you are there in live session, you will push and you will clarify the questions then and there. Otherwise, if in one entire module with 2 hours with no personal coach or nobody to clarify, they may lose interest. I don't know if for all, but for some people it may happen.
Now what I do is I release few videos, and then the coming week I don't, so that's a good point. So what I'll do is, because my sessions are like 3 hours, I'll make it short, like I want to make it like 10 minutes. So like I'll release about 5 videos, and then I'll have a live session, and then they'll get more 5 videos. So like then they'll have that 10 videos.
Yeah.
So I think that is
if the timing is very short, they will feel good. If it's very long,
I don't want the long thing, because even when you have to go to the recording, is like the whole thing. So that's the reason why I'm thinking like I'll just make it twist and tweak so that it becomes much better.
Or it had not been a live session, I would not be sitting here for the 3 hours.
I know it.
Yes, even the videos are short. They can watch those videos even when they're traveling to office in the car or bus.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, and another thing, would you want to have an audio of it, or do you want to have only a video? Which would you prefer? Video is good?
Video will be more captivating.
Video is more captivating, right? Yeah. Good, guys. Thank you for your feedback. It was really nice. If I have anything else, because I'm planning to have this kind of launch to be done pretty soon. So yeah, I am just thinking about laying it down. So good stuff. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it. And guys, let's have this energy all the time, at least till the 3 weeks, because if you can maintain that, trust me, you'll maintain it for a longer time. Because you are doing it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just showing you, you are empowering it. So it's you, the new you. Remember, that's the reason the name is the new you. All right?
Sure. Thank you very much, sir. We'll keep it up.
Yes. Thank you very much. And see you tomorrow by 10. And let's be on time, everyone.
Oh, we will get any feedback tomorrow?
tomorrow, I will not be sending any cheat sheets, but since it's a memory thing, I will make you to do activities every day. Email will be sent every day based on the memory techniques where you have to practice.
We have to
So
print
we have a,
it out daily.
yeah, that which you'll practice every day along with a drill. So additional 10 more minutes might be added, like 24, 34 minutes it might be like that. Let's see how it goes. I'll design and send it to you.
Saudi, it will be sent in every day in the coming week.
Yes.
Okay.
Since it's memory, I want you to practice that day so that it becomes like strong. So
Yeah,
tomorrow I will give you many techniques, but I know you will not be able to do everything. So what I'll do I'll give you a task, apply this technique today. Tuesday, apply this technique. So that you become familiar. At the end of the day, you should take a decision for this problem, what memory technique can I apply? And you should get used to all the techniques. That is where my goal is.
So again, it's a non-technical book, right? It's a non-technical book which we should pick up.
Non-technical book, I would prefer go for non-technical book, any book which you feel value. That's the reason tomorrow morning I will start about how do you choose the right book. Then you decide. Okay, that's the reason because since from Monday onwards you will start to read. I want to do that bonus for you guys, additional bonus which I didn't promise you in the program. Okay, all right guys, thank you very much. Let's have some lunch. And you know what guys, you didn't take a second break this time.
We are on fire.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Okay, chalo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Good day, all.
Bye.
Guys, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing I want to do. I want this. This is a good favor for me. You would do. Please, if you can go to Facebook and leave a comment of today's session, that will be really good.
Sure, we'll do it.
In your Facebook post, read. Please share it. Be honest. Inspire more people just how you're inspired now. Okay?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you very, very much for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for that favor you're doing for me. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.